We are live. Welcome back to another episode of Earle Sports Bets. My name is Nicholas Strong. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we have a smallish hockey slate. We don't have the biggest of slates in general, actually.
Yeah, it's only 6 games in the NBA.
6 and 6. So we have a 12-pack of games to go over for today. And the college basketball slate isn't even that big today. So very light day overall. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday, what went right and what went wrong in the world of sports betting. And frustrating day. I think it ended up being, for me, down 1.4-ish units. Let me get up my exact numbers here. That, 2.44 units here. In the NCAA, we went 8-3. It was a nice day in NCAA, up 1.86 units for me there. Tim will go over that when we get to it. The XFL started off good, and then the last game was very frustrating. The second game, whatever. DC St. Louis over 36 was easy. Orlando and Arlington sailed under. I think that game finished 10-9. San Antonio and Houston was very frustrating. I had over 36 points. There was 29 points at halftime. There was 6 points in the third quarter. I needed 1 point to push, 2 to win in the fourth quarter, and it was a scoreless fourth quarter.
Oof.
Yeah. So that was not fun. Definitely a frustrating way to lose that play. Lost by 1 point when most of the points were already there at halftime. I just needed a touchdown and a 1 point conversion to push. So I went 1-2 in the XFL. I'm now 6-4 in the XFL. So it is what it is. The NBA went 3-5. Kind of a frustrating day there, down 1.5 units. Dallas and Phoenix under 234.5. 234 was a mistake.
Yep.
The Lakers +5 and under 235 was a winner. A couple of plays I beat really nice live movements on. They both lost. Charlotte and Brooklyn over 224. It went up to 227 and landed on 186. Yeah. And then Utah and Oklahoma City, I got it at 237.5. I believe it dropped down to 234, and it sailed to like 150 something. And I grabbed the Jazz +6, and they lose by, I think, 10. And I had Boston and New York under 228. It was looking good. And they decided to play 10 more minutes of basketball.
Oh.
I did, because I was on a live stream last night. I did live bet the New York Knicks at +120.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was watching the Pub Sports one, and a couple people were jumping on the Celtics, and LJ went, "I'm gonna grab the Knicks." I'm like, "All right, me too." So yeah, I was on the Knicks there a little bit during that, but and then we ended the night with Memphis covering the 7, which was nice there. So that was a winner. Overall, 3-5 there. NHL went 2-4. Should have been 2-3, but I got stupid and out of the play late. Lightning +138 and team total over 130. Team total over 2.5 -130. That's probably one of the worst calls I've had on a hockey game all year long. I thought they would have a little bit of heart and show a little bit of professionalism after getting blown out yesterday and getting benched for the entire third period, their big 3. Nope, they got shut out. Freaking heartless hockey team. That being said, I want to look at their futures right now because probably the best price you'll get them at. Montreal, team total over 2.5. Never in doubt. Totally didn't need 3 goals in the third period. Flyers money line was a winner. The over 6 was a loser, though. And my dumbass added Colorado -1 late at -102. That one lost. So 2-4 in the NHL yesterday. And then overall yesterday, finished 16 and 16. 14. I got 14 and 15 down 2.44 units.
Fair enough. Yesterday was a good day on the site. We were up 1.45 units. I'll quickly rapid fire them. Missed by a point with Penn State -2 to start the day. That was definitely rough. Memphis almost pulled off the upset yesterday. They lost by 2, so they covered the 5.5. Illinois almost pulled off the upset. They ended up losing by 5. It was a lot closer of a game than that. They covered the L8. I don't want to talk about the under in the Phoenix game. Campbell almost won outright against UNCA. We had him plus 4.5. Nice little casher there. Drexel, loser. Lightning, loser. Lafayette, never in doubt, minus the 2.5 in double overtime. Michigan covered in overtime. Orlando, loss. Philadelphia, winner. Over in the Philadelphia game, loser. South Alabama, nice little winner there. The New York Knicks plus 5 was the best bet on the site. Nice little winner there. The Washington Wizards fall flat by 1 point. That was rough. Minnesota plus 6, winner. Rutgers -5, loser. Texas State plus 7, winner. And then I went Memphis plus 6.5 and the money line, the 6.5 cash. Obviously, the money line did not. I believe they were. Oh, wow. They were winning nice. They scored 51 points in the third quarter.
They were up double digits at one point.
And then they lose by 21 in the fourth. All right. So winner on the spread, loser on the total. Ended up being a slightly profitable day. Before we jump into all the things, I want to kind of recap some of my views that I gave out. So Kennesaw State,
and I got some futures as well.
Yes, I'll quickly do a college basketball thing, and we'll go from there. Kennesaw State plus 275, winner. They won yesterday. South Alabama plus $8. If you want that now, it's even money. So hopefully we get that one. Cleveland State in the semis. Fairleigh Dickinson, I believe they're playing in the finals tomorrow. UNC Asheville plus 240, winner. Moorhead, loser. South Illinois, loser. St. Mary's still in. Montgomery and Furman still in. So those are looking good. A couple other ones that I'm going to have for the MEAC. I'm going to go North Fork State. For the Conference USA, UAB. Big 12, I'm going Texas. SEC, I'm taking a shot with Kentucky. And the MAC, I'm going to take Akron plus $5. And then a couple more. Big East, Nova. American Conference, Memphis. Mountain West Conference, Boise. ACC taking the Wolfpack of NC State. A10, St. Louis. Seattle to win their conference. I don't remember exactly which one that one is.
A10. Oh,
A10.
Seattle or no. Seattle. Big West? No.
Big West, maybe. Sure. I got Quinnipiac, Santa Barbara, Arizona, and Alcorn all to win their conference as well at those prices. So hopefully we have some winners in there. I'm already one.
The whack.
I'm 2-2 to start it off, and I'm up some money. So far so good.
Yeah, my turn here. These are for tournaments they're either starting today or later down the line. Miami plus 300 to win the ACC. I took a shot here. Fordham plus 1,200 to win the A10. Two plays for the Big 12. I got Baylor at 425 and Kansas State at 650. Got Creighton in the Big East at 325. Got the Mean Green North Texas at 240 in the Conference USA. Took a favorite, Kent State plus 140 in the MAC. I like Kent State though. USC plus 700, as this did not fully post everything because it maxed out on the characters. There we go. USC plus 700. Texas A&M at plus 500, and in the SWAC, Alcorn State at plus 350. Right on.
Let's go ahead and say hi to the chat, and we'll go from there. Good morning, guys. Good morning, John. 4-teamer today. Let's get it. Big favorite with the Sens. Fine. On the road. Nuggets. Yes. Predators. Who do the Predators got today, Nick?
They've got the Canucks.
All right. And Oilers. I see nothing going wrong here. None at all. Yo. What's up, Joe? Blackhawks tonight. Sure, why not? Have fun with it. Then Avs pissed me off last night. That is fair. What's up, Nick and Tam? I hit the like button. Dang right, like an adult. Yeah, my loser. Mine was loser parlay. Had under in Drexel game and went over. Fair. Hofstra. I almost went the opposite side of Hofstra, which was UNCW, but I didn't pull the trigger. Hofstra has been good lately. Do you like Lafayette, Cleveland, Heat under, and Oilers under? Lafayette plays again today?
Tournament time. Yeah, they do.
I don't have a line on Lafayette. Unless I'm missing something.
I don't see. Oh, Louisiana Lafayette.
Oh, ULL. Sorry. No, I'm on the
Leopards, weren't you?
If you were listening to the conference things, I have South Alabama to win the conference Sun Belt right there, plus 800. So no, I'm on South Alabama today. Never in doubter. Get it. Morning. I had a good day yesterday. 2-0 in MLB. Went 6-3 in NBA. All live bets. NHL 2-6. Not good there. Happens. Morning, fellas. Penn State came back and won at the buzzer beater. Yeah, we had a -2, so that did not work out nicely for us. But let's go ahead, Nick, and jump into some games for today. I have it started off in the NBA, but let's do this.
That's fair. Yeah. The Cleveland Cavaliers are hosting the Boston Celtics here. The Cavaliers are 6-point favorites, total of 218.5. Let's take a look at what line movement has happened in this game real quick, because I know it has, because we were talking about this on the stream I was on last night, that we were all looking at Cleveland there, because this line opened up at -1.5 yesterday. And then they took it off the books until they kept it on. But it's gone from 1.5 up to 2, up to 3, up to 3.5, up to 4, up to 5, up to 5.5, up to 6. This line is just continuing to climb. If this continues to climb, I'm interested in the Boston Celtics. I just want to say that now. I know you like Cleveland today, Tim. I have this game at a 4.5. So if this is a spot where this game gets up to that 7.5, 8 mark, I'll go ahead and grab some Boston here. And then for the total wise, I have this game at a 216, so it's a slightly towards the under for me. But no play for me at the moment. If this continues to get stupid high, then I'll grab a little bit of Boston.
That's fair. I got the Cavaliers, and important to betting stuff early. I got a -2 last night, and now they're -6. Obviously, I probably wouldn't touch them now, just because I think the value's kind of gone. But I'm on Cleveland. I beat a nice line movement. Celtics, they might sit a couple of players just because they had a double overtime game yesterday. So lots of basketball played. Now they have to play a second leg of a back-to-back against a rested Cleveland team. I don't think that's a good recipe for them. I have Cleveland -6, but -2. I don't know if I would take it at 6, though.
Absolutely wouldn't take it at 6. You got a 2.
BYU +8. They're up to an 8 now. Ugh. I got them at 6.5. Do you guys like the preseason? No, I don't. Let's keep rolling through these NBA games, Nick.
Yeah. We get the Indiana Pacers hosting the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers are 6.5-point favorites with a total of 233 in this game. Let's take a look at where this line has moved, because this line opened up at I clicked on the wrong game here. This is Detroit. There we go. Philadelphia opened up at -6.5. It dipped down to 6 for a minute and then went right back up to 6.5. And this line opened up at 233. It went up to 234.5 early, and then it's come back down a point here, back to 233.5. My numbers for this one here is Philadelphia minus 5.5, so it's a slight lean towards the Pacers at home here. And as for the total, I have this game at a 226. So I went ahead and took this game under. I got the under at, I want to say 233.5. Yeah, 233.5 minus 110. I'm on the under in this game. You're muted.
Yeah, sorry, I was opening up packages and stuff. I'm not really interested in this game. Philadelphia has been playing some good basketball lately, so not really a team I want to go out and fade. I love this Pacers team. They've made me some money this year. Not lately at all. So this one ends up being a spot that I kind of stayed away from. It would be a lean towards Indiana grabbing points at home. I didn't pull the trigger on this one.
Fair.
I like the Cavs at minus 3.5 and leaning over. Fair enough. Only thing I really like in the NBA today is Pistons on the money line. Maybe Celtics money line too. I like the Cavs. And I don't hate the Pistons. I just didn't go after it. Bad spot for the Pacers. Sixers by double digits. Why is it a bad spot for the Pacers? They did play yesterday. They played yesterday. So,
yes.
Let's keep on rolling into this game, Nick.
Yeah, the Detroit Pistons are hosting the Portland Trail Blazers. The Blazers are 6-point road favorites, total of 229.5. This line opened up at Blazers minus 6.5. The initial move was up to 7, but since it's come back down 6.5, down to 6, down to 5.5, and now that's where this line sits. It's a 5.5. This line was. This line's dropped a little bit, but yeah, it's a 5.5 now. The total opened up at 230.5, and it's dropped a point down to 229.5. My projections for this game, I had Portland as a 6-point favorite, so I think this line's spot on. And I have this game at a 231.5, so it's a 2-point lean towards the over. I don't agree with it moving down because I had this game higher, but it's a pass for me. Not enough value.
Yeah, this is another one. It's another game that I kind of lean towards the dog, but I don't feel like I need to go after it. You get a rested team in Detroit, so at least you got a rested team there. But this is a Blazers team on a second leg of a back-to-back. It would be a lean towards the Pistons, but the Pistons are just bad. So I want nothing to do with them. So this one, another one of those stay-away games. I promise I got plays on 2 out of the last 3 games. The next game has my best bet in it, though. So anyways.
There you go. Fair.
We'll go on to this one, which has my best bet on it.
Yeah, and I got to nothing on this one here. Miami are 3-point favorites against the Atlanta Hawks, total 229. Let's take a look at where this line is moved here. This line opened up at -3, and it stayed at -3. And this line's opened up at 228. It actually dipped down to 227, but went up to 229. So since this line is open, it's gone up 1 point. For me, my projections for this game are Miami -3. So I think that line is spot on. And I have this game at a 228. So I think that line's pretty spot on too. So this is a no play for me.
Yeah. My best bet is on a side in this game. So that one is over on the site. I do kind of lean towards an under just because it's Miami Heat. That's the only reasoning. You get a Heat team that's still second in defense and dead last in offense. It has to be a lean towards the under. But my best bet is on the side in this game. I like your Nugs today. Me too. Hawks the best bet. I've been here too long to know fade what happened last game. That's fair. That's fair. We'll go on to the next game, which we'll talk about next.
Yeah, the Denver Nuggets are 6.5-point home favorites against the Toronto Raptors in this game. Total of 229.5. Let's take a look where this line has moved. We have this game opened up at Denver minus 6.5. It did go up to 7.5 at one point. Since then, it's come back down a point to 6.5. This line opened up at 227.5. It's gone up to 228, 228.5, and now up to 229. So it has moved up 2 points since opening. And looking at this spot for me, I have Denver as a 7-point favorite in this game. And I have this game at a 228. So I see this line's pretty good. So there's not enough value for me to go ahead and bet it so fast.
That's fair. That's fair. I did bet it. I'm on the Nuggets. It's just this is a Raptors team that is awful on the road. They are 12-20 on the road this year. Do you know what the Nuggets record at home, Nick, is?
Good.
29-4. They've played 33 games there, and they've won 29 of them. That's really, really solid. I'm pulling up. That's not the right way to do it. That is 88% of their games at home that they win, which is just insane. This is a Denver Nuggets team that I strongly believe is the best team in the West. You can make arguments for all the other teams. I don't think there is one. Nuggets are up, I believe, 6 or 7 games in the West now. I think they dominated again today. I think they win by double digits. Nuggets minus the points at home.
There you go.
JK, I only know the best bet. Please don't try to guess it because I'm staying away. Fair enough. Do you like Solar over under first half? Solar? Do you do Solar over or under first half? I don't know who Solar is. Carl. Sorry. Nuggets minus 3 or too juicy, just take the money line. What?
First half?
Are you looking at first half or are you looking at full game? Because I don't think you should. No. I just took them full game minus 7. If Pittson's going to win, tonight's tonight. Get it. Red Sox baseball. You enjoy Red Sox. We'll go on to the last NBA game of the night, Nick.
Yeah, and I actually have a play in this one here. I have 2 NBA plays today. One of them was earlier, and this one's the other one. We have the New Orleans Pelicans. They're at the Sacramento Kings. Kings are 6-point favorites, total 237.5. See where this line has moved so far. This line opened up at Sacramento minus 6. It's gone down a point to minus 5. We have this game opened up at 239, and it's gone down to 237. So it's dropped 2 points since the opening. My projected line for this game is Sacramento minus 4, so it's a lean towards the Pelicanos. But I have this game at a 242.5. So I took the over in this game, over 237.5, I want to say is what I got. 236.5 is what I got. So I like this game to go over. That's where I went with this one, over 236.5.
Yeah, I didn't bet it, but I agree. This is a Kings team that's just they shoot the ball well. They have a very high pace. They've gone over in 6 straight, and what was that? 11 out of 12. And the only time that they missed, they scored 229 points. And in total, that was 234.5. So this is a Kings team that's been scoring like crazy. 134 points, 128 points, 123 points, 124 points. The 176 in that Clipper overtime game. 133 in overtime. This is a Kings team that's been going over like crazy. So I don't hate that look. My one thing is I don't know if the Pelicans are going to be able to put up enough because they've gone under in 6 out of their last 7. So this is one where both teams are going opposite directions, and I stayed away from it.
Fair.
I appreciate you guys. I found you all like I think 1 year ago. Keep grinding. You will soon be bigger than ever. Just a little appreciation and motivation message for my brother just this morning. Appreciate it. We appreciate it, John. I know you're here every single day, so we do appreciate everybody who does stop by all the time or a couple of times. We appreciate all you guys, so thank you as well. All right, Nick. You want to go over to the ice?
Yeah, we can.
All right, let's do it. Winnipeg Jets and the Sharks, which you still need to get me a San Jose Sharks thumbnail or GIF thing, please. That would be great. Minus 190 for the Jets. 6 is the total.
Yeah, this line's dropped. And I'll get into why in a minute here. Because you had originally typed in 225, but there was some news that it's dropped this line. This line opened up at the Jets minus 220. It has now moved 28 cents down to minus 192. This line opened up at over 6 at minus 105. It is now at over 6 at minus 117. Now, for people wondering why this line has moved, it is going to be David Rittich in net today, not Connor Hellebuyck. So that's definitely impacted the line. And I was leaning on one play earlier, even with Hellebuyck in net. Once it was Rittich announced the net, I went ahead and bet it. Over 6 at minus 117. I even took the Sharks team total over 2.5 at minus 125. I think the Sharks can get 3 goals here. And if you want to take the Sharks here, I would take them first period rather than full game, because I've seen this multiple times the last few games where they score a couple in the first period and then nothing after that, or they were up 2-0 against the Capitals in the last game at the end of the first period. They lost that game 8-3. They were up 2-0 against St. Louis a couple days ago and lost that game 6-3. So this is a team that is scoring early in the first period. So if you like the Sharks, take them first period. I just took the Sharks team total over 2.5 in the full game over 6.5 or 6. I would grab that before those turns to 6.5 because I think that line will move up with the news of Rittich. Because not that Rittich has been bad this year. He's been an average goaltender. But when we looked at the numbers, it jumped up my projections from Hellebuyck to Rittich. Hellebuck's one of the better goaltenders in hockey right now, and Rittich is average at best. So I grabbed the team total over 2.5 and the full game over 6 with the Jets and the Sharks.
Sounds good. Earle Bros, what's good with y'all? I just pulled up to show support. Appreciate it, Justin. You got Hofstra. Kind of lean the opposite way. I did not bet it though. Hope your Hofstra wins.
Hofstra's been really good.
Oilers in regulation seems nice. Seems like a lock to me. Blackhawks money line, and I like the Canucks to also win. There you go. Bronov.
For the Sharks. Yeah, Barbaranov. Yeah.
Cool. Barbaranov it is. We'll head to this game, which I know Nick has something in, but Oilers minus 150 against the Sabres. It's a total of 7. I will say this could 100% be a look-ahead spot for the Sabres. They get the Islanders tomorrow, which is a big game for the wild card round. So I could easily see them punting this game. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I'm going to stick with the line that I got him with, and I wouldn't recommend to play them now, honestly. It's going to be Craig Anderson in net, which does bump my projections down a little bit because I had the Oilers as a much bigger favorite, but with Anderson in net, Anderson's been good this year. So absolutely he can steal this game tonight. If you see a 7.5, definitely grab the under. I definitely think that I know these are two teams where all you see is these two teams, and these are two powerhouse offenses. If this line hits a 7.5, I will take an under because 7.5 is stupid. Yeah, because I mean that's like seeing a 250 in the NBA. We don't see that often, and the times they do, they go under. So yeah, I'd under or nothing at this price. But I grabbed the Oilers at $1.40. I wouldn't recommend playing them at $1.50 now. I think that your value, you kind of missed your line. If you want to, you lay the -1, or you lay them in regulation if you like that. But I prefer the -1. So that's kind of where I look in this game. I have the money line at $1.40. I wouldn't recommend playing them now.
That's fair. Senators and Regulations, my only hockey bet today. That's not juicy whatsoever. Actually, in regulation might not be as bad. Montana Grizzlies today in the
$1.70.
In the quarterfinal of the Big Sky. Who do they have today? No, we're against you. We got Idaho State.
Go Bengals.
Blackhawks night. I already played it. Oh, bummer. We'll go to this game, Nick. This one actually should be good. It's Calgary and Dallas. Dallas is a -130. 6 is your total in this one.
Yeah, looking at this one here, the Flames are the most frustrating team in hockey right now. And I expect them to turn it around. I've been saying that forever. This Flames team is starting to feel like the Chicago White Sox of last year. A team that's supposed to turn it around. A team that's supposed to make the playoffs. A team that's supposed to make a run. That their head coach, who is a freaking fossil, is going to keep them back. I think if it's not in the next month, it'll definitely be after the season. Daryl Sutter's gone. Because this team is averaging 4 expected goals the last 10 games. It's not like this team is not creating opportunities. They put up 5.9 expected goals against Boston, 4.32 against Colorado, 5.82 against Arizona, 4.32 against Philadelphia, 3.97 against Detroit, 4.6 against Ottawa. They're not winning these games, which is incredibly frustrating because I'm high on the Flames. I was high on the Flames. And this team has been costing me money game in and game out because they're outplaying their opponents. They're not playing bad. Defensively, those numbers can get better. Their goaltending sucks. All of a sudden, Markstrom, who was a Vezina Trophy finalist last year, has fallen off the face of the planet. He really has. He is an average goaltender this year. His goalie rating is .996, or if you round up, 1. Average. So this is a tough game for me. I don't want the side because I have this game around at 130, 135 actually, 3.27 to 2.91 favor of the Stars. I have this game at a 6.17 though. I got the over in this game. I got the 5.5. It is a 5.5 still. It's not a 6. I got 5.5 at $1.20 yesterday. You can get 5.5 at $1.25 right now. That's where I'm going in this game is the over. I'm expecting after putting up, it was only 2.76 expected goals last game, but they got shut out last game against Minnesota. I expect them to show up in this game. Give me the over 5.5. You're muted.
Sorry, I don't know what I muted for. I like the Reds -1.5, Yankees -1.5, and the Royals. Have fun today. I'm not betting spring training baseball. It was good for me last year. I'm not even gonna. I have college baseball that I've been betting. So, Flames money line. Yeah, have fun with that. Nice Crystal Mateo. Hello, South Bama or ULL. ULL better team, but it's March and USA is the better abbreviation. America. So what you're saying is, I was not going to play that whole thing, but anyways, I'm on South Alabama. Supness. Sup. Nick got heated talking about the Flames. Yes, you did.
I did.
Sure got him. Bet got him.
Oh, I've ripped that shit up. I mean, I've had some teams I've placed some futures on that I'm not proud of. And the Flames are getting me almost as heated as the Indianapolis Colts from last year.
Oh, God.
Except for the Flames are still competitive. So
same game parlay, over 5.5, and the Sharks at plus 205. There you go. Hins, anytime goal?
Yeah, go for it.
You gave out Northwestern State. Good job, Nathan. That was a nice cash for you. Yeah, we were on Rutgers. I thought it was a weird line. I was wrong. It happens. Good, nice cash for you there. Yeah, definitely not high on the Flames right now. Or Lightning. Man, it would be crazy if the Lightning just completely crumbled and end up being a wild card team. Anyways, Crystal, thanks for the MLB call.
Can we touch on the Lightning for a second?
Yes, we can. Hold on. Yes, we can. Let's get through the chat real quick. Kokkonen and Ritter are dumpsters.
Yep.
Oops, Reds, Sox, not Reds. Got it. Calgary is horrible. Shows Jets are minus 205, might lose outright. Even better. There you go. Go ahead, Nick. What do you need to talk about them for?
Let's not doubt the Tampa Bay Lightning. Honestly, I don't think they give a fuck right now. They do this every year towards the end of the season where they're just playing out the strings. They know their spot's pretty much secure. They're going to be the 3 seed. They're going to be playing Toronto, and Toronto's going to have the home ice advantage. They don't care. Last year, they made the Stanley Cup Finals. They were the 3 seed. They went and played Toronto and had to play in Toronto for a Game 7. They don't care right now. So don't sleep on the Lightning because when we've done that the last few years, they struggle a little bit later down in the season, and then bam, they're playing for the Stanley Cup Finals.
Hear me out. The Sabres are only 11 points behind.
No.
I know. Anyways, let's jump into the next game, Nick. This one should be I see nothing going wrong here with the Senators being minus 270 on the road in Chicago with a 6.5 total.
Yeah, it's 250 now. So this line has dropped. Let's take a look at where the lines have moved. We forgot to do that with the couple other games real quick. The Buffalo game, Edmonton opened up at minus 140. It's moved up 14 cents to minus 154. That total opened up at over 7 at minus 140. It's actually come down to minus 119. So it's dropped 21 cents on the over in that Buffalo game. Calgary and Dallas, the last game we just talked about, Dallas opened up at minus 135. It's actually dropped 8 cents to minus 127. This line opened up at over 5.5, minus 120. It's moved up 5 cents to minus 125. Looking at this Ottawa game, it opened up at minus 255. I don't know where you saw minus 270, or it opened up at minus 253. It went down to 248, and it's now at minus 250. So this line has dropped 3 cents since opening. Opened up over 6.5 at plus 106. It's dropped 6 cents to even money. My projections for this game is Talbot and Mrazek. I have this game projected for 3.83 to 2.67, 6.49 goals. I think the 6.5 is spot on. And looking at the side in this one, I have the Senators around a minus 220, minus 225 in this game. So I think these lines there's no value on anything here. This is a pretty simple stay off spot. Go Blackhawks, because I would like to see the Senators start losing hockey games because of the race that they're in with the Islanders. So pass.
You looked up UL Lafayette. They're 14-0 at home. Good for them. It's on a neutral site, so it doesn't matter. CFC versus Towson. That's supposed to be a good one. That's not the finals yet, right? No. I kind of lean Towson. Didn't bet it. USA. So what you're saying is the game is being played in it's not in there. Let's go to this one, Nick. Kings are minus 145 hosting the Capitals. 6.5 is the total in this one.
Yeah, this line was not available to me last night. So I'm definitely going to be attacking this one now because I definitely do like a side in this game. I have this game projected for Phoenix Copley and Darcy Kemper. Would not be surprised to see it be Korpisalo. I think it's going to be a 1A, 1B type of system here in LA. I love Korpisalo. You guys know that. I have this game projected 3.73 to 2.9. So I have the Kings are on a minus 185 favorite in this game. So I have full intentions here. I can get it for $1.40. That's the max of my money line. My money line prices is laying 140. I'm going to take the Kings at minus 140 here. I think they should be more like minus 175, minus 180. So I see some nice value on that line. I know it is a little juicy, but with that being said, I have no problem with it here. I think the Kings are a bet-on team. I truly do. I really like this team. They improved the one spot they needed to improve, and this is a team that, what is their number for it here? 10-1 now. 10-1. Kind of like the Kings to win the Western Conference.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think this
you've mentioned that before. Never mind.
I've mentioned that, yeah. 10-1 is something I'm definitely interested in, but I'll start today by taking them minus 140.
There you go. You're on Youngstown. Nope. And looking to take Milwaukee. Nope. I'm against you on both. We're on Northern Kentucky and we're on Cleveland State. But I will say, towards the Cleveland State one, I have Cleveland State plus 325 to win the Horizon. So that's another one I'm playing out. Furman. Monty Ehrman Furman. Minus 4.5. They're only a 4.5? I thought they were bigger faves. Wow. That line is dropped. Nick, I might like Chattanooga. It's dropped from a 6.5 to 3.5. And that I don't feel like it should be, because Furman is 26-7 against an 18-16 team, and it's dropping. Doesn't seem right to me, but I'm not touching it at the moment. I do have Furman to win their conference. So, hey guys, Kings versus Caps under the 6.5. Thoughts on that, Nick?
It's a slight lean towards the under.
Caps all the way?
No.
Kings was minus 150.
Minus 165. Let's see where this line opened. This line opened up at minus 155, so it has dropped 15 cents towards the Kings. But yeah. Or towards the Caps, but yeah.
Kings minus 145. Money line. Sure. Kemper to give goals. In fact, Caps race to 2. And then you're liking Furman even more because of it. That's a cause for concern, because has anybody seen anybody on who do you call it today at all? The opposite side. Chattanooga. Actually, a lot of money is on Chattanooga. 60% of the cash and 56% of the tickets, according to pregame. I don't know. I kind of like Chattanooga now. That's just me. What do I know? We'll head to the final game of the night, Nick, as the Nashville Predators are a pick'em in this game, and they will be facing off against
by the Vancouver Canucks.
And that one's a total of 6. So go ahead.
Yeah, I like the Predators here. I got them at minus 103, I think, yesterday. And I like the over in this game as well. I have this game projected 3.78 to 2.74 in favor of the Predators, so I like that. And we're getting a 6 in a Canucks game. That is an over for sure for me. This is a team that is, I know last game they went under, but this is a team that's been, I want to say, the best over team in hockey this year, the Canucks. They're a team that has gone 35-20 over under this year. They are awesome to the over. And I get it. Thatcher Demko is back, and he's actually not played terrible since his return. Since he's returned, he gave up 4 in his opening start against Dallas, but 2 against Minnesota and a loss, and only 1 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So he's actually looked pretty good. The last 2 starts, he had save percentages of .944 and .973. But I like this spot for the Predators, and I don't think this should be a pick'em. I think this line should be wider, and the 6 I think is a little bit too low. So I grabbed the over 6 as well.
Fair enough. It's also a revenge spot. Are you referring to Furman? Because I looked it up, and Furman has beaten Chattanooga both times this year. He's
referring to last year in the SoCon tournament when Chattanooga advanced in the championship game to March Madness on a buzzer beater.
Oh, okay. I still don't like the line. Canucks, San Diego State. You like San Diego State today? Who do they got? North Dakota State. No, I kind of lean North Dakota State. Didn't bet it. I did not bet it. Kuzmenko, anytime goal. Sure.
I didn't even touch props today. Oops.
That's fine. That's everything for today. Guys, remember tonight, I believe it's 7 o'clock for the Cleveland Guardians preview show. If you guys have not checked out, we do have a playlist of all of the all of the preview shows. We've gone over every single team in the AL East already. We're starting the AL Central today, so make sure we have a bunch of futures. Yesterday's show was the Baltimore Orioles. I had fun with that one. But lots of teams we'll be talking about. If anybody's interested in joining any of those shows, just DM us on Twitter or in the comment section, and we'll get you guys on if you're a fan of a certain team. So check out that. Sorry. Week pass, $49, all that good stuff for all of our plays as well. Kind of a recap for me. Light slate. I have the Cavs, but I got them at -2. I have the Nuggets, and then my best bet is in the Hawks-Heat game. All right, Nick, go ahead, recap.
Yeah, I played the under in the 76ers game at 233.5. I took over 236.5 with the Kings and the what do you call it? The Kings and why am I drawing a blank on that game? Kings and Pelicans. Yeah, did for that one. And then in the NHL, I'm on the Oilers at $1.40. I don't think I'd recommend it at $1.50 though. I'm on the Sharks team total over 2.5, full game over 6.5. In that Sharks Jets game, I'm on the over 5.5 at $1.20 with Flames and Stars. Passed on the Senators game. I'm on the Kings -140. I'm on the Preds at -103. I want to say, and the full game over 6.
There you go. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Tam. How are you? We're good. We're good, Brad. Good luck, people. Good luck, Joe. San Diego State is SDSU. I know. I said South. Did I say San? I meant South Dakota State, and I was referring to South Dakota State. So laughing. Sorry about the horn. Sorry about the buzzer. What are you talking about? What horn? Best of luck, you too. Nuggets first quarter, yes. Stacy's mom. She's got it going on. That's going to do it for this one. Everybody stop by 7 o'clock. We'll talk about the Cleveland Guardians. Until then, good luck, guys. We'll see you then. And then 10 a.m. tomorrow for Earle Sports. So, see you guys.